Hello everyone, this is Herotlinia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest VII, Fragments of the Forgotten Past for the 3DS. Previously, the party revisited Emberdale and Burnmont in the present time, new islands and the assembly room. Following a long voyage aboard the rickety old ship, the party finally arrive at the volcanic island. Sure enough, it's the same island they visited when they saved Emberdale. It seems that the party's actions in the places they visit via the assembly room are causing those places to appear again. So, time to visit a third island. Time to return to the Shrine of Mysteries. We'll see Maribel. Up to the assembly room. Hello, floaty friend. Let's see, we have a Green Fragment. From modern-day Burnmont. And we have two blue fragments. One is for the upper right pedestal, the bottom center, then the upper left pedestal. It already has a piece, so let's put in the other. And we're whisked off to our third land. Oh, for goodness sake, this is the most wretched island we've been to yet. This island doesn't seem to be much more than a lump of rock. I wonder if anyone lives here. So we've put in two blue fragments, one from Palmela in the past Emberdale, and one from the Glowering Inferno in the past Burnmont, and one green fragment, fragment 3, from the bottom level of the present-day Burnmont. Now there's a town to the northwest. Hello, Choppy Hoppers, and Meowgician. Let's give them a bang. Farewell, enemies. The town of Regenstein. Oh my, what a miserable-looking village. This isn't my kind of place at all. I imagine you quite like it though, don't you, Davalos? It doesn't look very lively around here, does it? All kinds of statues around. The ravaged village. The party complete another tablet, and once again use it to visit a new island. But when they get there, it's to find a village gone to wreck and ruin. Willkommen in Regenstein. Welcome to Regenstein. There's a statue of a water deity on top of the pedestal. Davalos examines the statue. It's been exposed to the elements for a long time and is looking rather worse for wear. This is weird. Why would anyone build all these statues in an out-of-the-way place like this? That statue was really lifelike, maybe a bit too lifelike. I don't like this one bit. Come on, Davalos, let's take a closer look at the others. I can't see any people around, just these statues. What in the world is going on here? There's something funny about that statue, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Let's go and have a look at the others, shall we? A priest? Davalos examines the statue. It's been exposed to the elements for a long time and is looking rather worse for wear. I don't want to have to be the one to say this, Davalos, but someone's going to have to, and I know you're thinking it too. These statues really look like people who've been turned to stone, don't they? They do. If these statues really are people who've been turned to stone, then I really don't know what we should do. Come on, Davalos, think. How do you save someone who's been turned to stone? So these statues are really people? But how do you cure someone who's been turned to stone? I mean, the kiss of life's not going to work, is it? Anyone got any gold needles? There is an adventure log lying open on the table, so you can save if need be. It's a young farmer who's been turned to stone. How in the world could this have happened? There must be someone around here who knows what's going on. Let's keep looking, Davalos. It's a young girl who's been turned to stone. It's an old lady who's been turned to stone. It's a woman who's been turned to stone. It's a young man who's been turned to stone. Ah, there's a man. We'll talk with him later. For now, we need to find some priceless treasures. Like this. Plain clothes. How marvelous! Nothing of interest. Rituals for a rainy day. Davalos takes it from the shelf and leafs through it. It contains detailed instructions for rain dances and other rain-making ceremonies. It's a beautiful young woman who's been turned to stone. Anything in this house? A leather hat. Another unnecessary thing. A pot with nothing. The inn's back room. Nothing, it seems. Hello there. It's a man who's been turned to stone. A couple of barrels. Nothing. It's the pub. $7 gold. $10 gold. Oh, poor fella. It's a man who's been turned to stone. Trying to get in the door. Some graffiti. This is his health reminder. A solitary tree. Might want to remember that. A well. Nothing in the well. Let's chat with this fellow. Hello. This is highly unusual. Travelers are making very rarely the journey here. Now, my eyes are not so good anymore, but you are young and full of life, Oder. What reason you could be having for visiting this god-forsaken place, I do not know. We don't exactly know why we're here either, to be honest. A lot of stuff's happened that we don't really understand. Davalos tells the story of the party's adventures so far. Ah, so, you are making trips across the time and restoring parts of the world that have disappeared, yeah? Still, you should forget completely about this village. Already it is too late for us. As you are seeing for yourself, every person here has been turned into the stone. And there is no longer anything anyone can do to lift this terrible curse. I sit simply here and wait for the end to come. There is no need for you to join me in my lonely vigil. Continue your journey, bitte. Achtung, ein Moment. If you plan to make further travels, you should take this, bitte. Okay. Davalos acquires a pretty bottle whose contents glisten in the light. That bottle is containing the angel tears. They say this legendary liquid can lift the curse which turns people into stones. Och, now you are surely thinking why I have not used this already, yeah? Ugh, look around you. These statues are being exposed to so much wind, so much rain. Already they are ruined almost. Even the angel's tears cannot save them now. If only I had acquired the tears earlier, the people of the village are surely not forgiving me for my negligence. You see, when the nightfall comes, 9. You do not need to hear this tale. I tell you simply this. Things in this village are dark at the best of times. When the evening comes, they are even more dark. If you are spending the night here, be sure you are not venturing to the outdoors after sunset. So, I detain you no longer, travelers. You should go quickly and continue your journeys. So examine the village at night. Got it. Erg, all this walking around's tired me right out. Can we go to the inn, please, Davalos? If I don't put my feet up soon, they're going to fall off. So those statues really are people, turned into stone by some evil curse. And the evil's still around by the sounds of it, too. The old man seemed pretty spooked about what goes on here at night. That poor man, he finally got his hands on what he needed to save his friends, but it was too late. Well, there's no use crying over spilt milk. I'm tired out. Let's go to the inn, have a nap, and then forget all about this horrible place. What happens when nightfall comes, I wonder? Well, if that old man won't tell us, we'll just have to stick around and find out for ourselves. So now we have the Angel's Tears. The secret of the statues. The only person the party can find in the place they've ended up in is an old man standing on the edge of town. They decide to ask him what's been going on. According to him, the stone statues dotted all over the village are actually people who were turned to stone by a terrible gray rain. Tragically, the man is actually in possession of some angel's tears, a liquid that can lift the curse, but he doesn't believe that using them would have any effect now. After all, the statues have been exposed to the elements for a long time and are starting to show signs of wear and tear. With no hope of saving the villagers, the poor man is left to wonder what might have been if he'd got hold of the angel's tears in time. Nevertheless, he decides to give them to the party in case they can find a use for them in the future. Our heroes decide to spend a night at the local inn before leaving the village. Yep, RPG logic. Always do what you're told not to do. Especially if it sounds dangerous. Into the inn. Nobody will begrudge you a quick nap. Rest for a while. Yes. Davlos is woken by a plaintive wailing coming from outside his window. Ooh, go away. Zzz, zzz. Off you, off you. Time to go on walkabout. Ah, some glowing statues. It's a beautiful young woman who's been turned to stone. Her exposure to the elements has left her looking rather worse for wear. The statue emits a gentle glow. It's as though it's trying to say something. Then all of a sudden, the light grows stronger. Ugh, he is late again. A strong-looking man. Forgive me, dear Helga. I was not meaning to make you wait. A man named Klemens. Nine, never mind. Well, did you decide what you are going to do? Yeah, I have made my decision. I will fetch again the supplies this year. What? Klemens, 9. There are monsters. What if something were to happen to you? It is because there are monsters that I must go, Helga. Our village cannot produce its own vegetables, 9. This means someone must make the trip to purchase supplies, or we are all facing starvation. I am the most suitable candidate. I can more capably fight than any other man in the village. It must be me. Ah, I am not disagreeing with this, but I have made another decision also. Once I am returned from the trip, then I announce our engagement to the whole village. This is perfect, ja? Ah, Klemens, it makes me happy, of course, to hear such talk, but alles klar. Then it is decided. Helga, you must not worry for me. I am able to take care of myself. Ja, I know this, but be careful, bitte. Ja, I return in plenty of time for the Regentanz, the rain dance. Tschüssi, mein Schatz. See you soon, my love. My dear Klemens, I pray for your safe return. The glow surrounding the statue fades. So a man named Klemens left the town to acquire some supplies. Specifically food. Now this little girl. It's a young girl who's been turned to stone. Her exposure to the elements has left her looking rather worse for wear. The statue emits a gentle glow. It's as though it's trying to say something. Then all of a sudden, the light grows stronger. Little boy. Writing on the wall. Super. I make later a note of this and hide it between the books on the shelf. Yeah, perfect. Felix, you cannot make graffiti. It is strictly verboten. Shh. Bitte, Lena. Keep quiet. But graffiti is verboten. This is not graffiti. This is a self-reminder. Ach ja, speaking of reminding, I must tell you of my most recent discovery. It is even more amazing than my last. Your last? You are speaking of the secret base? Yeah, but that does not compare even a little to this new discovery. I will tell you of it tomorrow. Come to my home during the Regenstans. If I am not there, you will find me in the secret base. Yeah, okay. Super. Then I see you tomorrow, yeah? Do not be late. So little Felix has found something. Very curious. And this statue's glowing. It's a man who's been turned to stone. His exposure to the elements has left him looking rather worse for wear. The statue emits a gentle glow. It's as though it's trying to say something. Then all of a sudden, the light grows stronger. He's shown at the bar. Herr Ralph, it is the day of the Regenstans. Perhaps you should drink a little less, Nine? Hick! Do not pretend to have concern for me. You make big money from selling me drink, Oder. I am not so concerned for you. I am wishing simply to close the bar in order to join the Regenstans. Ach, fine. Fine. Hick! So Ralph leaves after some drinking. Tisk, Regenstans indeed. Hick! Every year they are making this big stupid party. Won't they think it will cause the rain to fall? Ha! Ridiculous! Hick! Rain. It is, hick, raining. Truly, it is raining at long last. Ach, but this rain is, it is strange, dirty somehow. Ah, yeah, my skin, my body. What is happening, hick, here? Kya, is this some cruel joke? My body, it is turning to stone. Nine, Felix, Felix. Sorry, Ralph. The statue crumbles into dust. Poor Ralph. In between two books, there is a note scrawled in a childish hand. Read the note? Yes. I was playing in my secret base, and I am making an amazing discovery. Who would be thinking there is such a place in this village? Unglaublich. Unbelievable. It is near the cliff beneath the shop mein Vater is going off into, close to my self-reminder. The entrance is just north of the tree that is standing by itself. Very interesting. So little Felix found something near that tree, eh? Here is that self-reminder. The tree. Davalos closely examines the area around his feet. The ground here feels almost as if it might be hollow, but it's too dark to see in any more detail at the moment. So we'll have to return in the morning. Ah, here's the old man. Klemens, I take it? You have returned? Then I suppose you have witnessed the glowing statues for yourself, yeah? This glows the sign of the grudge they are bearing towards me, I am sure. Ach, but you do not know my tale. Perhaps I should provide you with a little of this village's history, yeah? Regenstein has always been a very dry place. That is why we were holding the Regentants every year. It is a ceremony to call down the rains. And it was during the Regentants that it happened. That fateful year, on that fateful day, I went to fetch supplies from a faraway town. As I was making my homecoming, I witnessed a large purple cloud floating over the village. And it was raining. It was the heaviest rain I had ever seen, but ach, it was so dirty. It was grey. This grey rain did not last so long, but its work was swift, and by the time I arrived back to the village, all the people had become turned to stone. I was certain they were desperate to be made human again. I am certain still, but... Alas, the means to bring this about has evaded me. I could do nothing. I could not help my people. I should have been turned to stone along with them. I wish I had been. Ja, this would have been a far less cruel fate. Sorry, fella. A concealed clue. Davalos finds a note written by a child hidden in a bookshelf. It contains directions to a secret underground base. Can there really be such a place in this tiny village? It seems the author of the note has painted some graffiti on a cliffside near a place his father often visits. The entrance to the base is near this graffiti, underneath a certain tree. What secrets could be hidden there? The grey rain is a terrifying thing, and yet many are entirely unaware of its existence. You wish to know my name? I am Klemens. Or at least I was. I do not use that name anymore. It is too painful. Klemens is a name that befits the savior of this village, a name that befits a happily married man, and I am neither. Sorry, Klemens. Well, let's get some more sleep. Rest for a while, yes. Come on, Davalos. You can't stay in bed all day, you know. What are you gibbering on about? You had a strange vision last night, and because of that you're still sleepy? I really don't have a clue what you're on about, you know. Anyway, that's not important right now. Kiefer's found something. Oh, he has he? Yep, that's right. While you were snoring away this morning, I thought I'd take a stroll around the village. And I only ended up stumbling across a secret staircase. You did you? Obviously, I could have gone and checked it out by myself, but I thought it'd only be polite to wait for you to wake up first. Okay, if I'm being totally honest, it looks a bit dodgy. I thought maybe we could ask that old man about it before heading down there. Well, come on. What are you waiting for? So, a staircase you found, huh? Honestly, Davalos, you shouldn't be sleeping in this late at your age. It's ridiculous. You need to grow up and start taking life more seriously, like me. Right. Come on, Davalos. Let's go and ask that old-timer about the staircase I found. So, let's go chat with Klemens again. Brave the poison. Ah, I see you are still here. A staircase leading to the underground? Well now. A great many fortifications and secret tunnels were dug for the battles that once raged in this area, you know. Perhaps this staircase is an entrance to one such tunnel, yeah? Or a hidden room, perhaps? Ah, while you are here, I have remembered a rhyme I was told when I have received the angel's tears I gave to you. Tears of angels scatter slow, drift and fall to ground below. I often wonder what in the world this could mean. Perhaps one is supposed to go to somewhere high up, und? Ach, ignore me. These are merely the mutterings of an old Dummkopf. You must forget about Regenstein, travelers. Find somewhere new to visit, ja? A high place, eh? That big rock in the middle of the village is pretty high up, isn't it? Yes, indeed. So those stairs lead down into a secret tunnel, eh? If that's all it is, it should be safe to go down and have a look. Find somewhere new to visit. Believe me, I'd rather be anywhere else but here, but we can't leave this place in such a rotten state. Oh, you do care, Maribel? Where's the staircase? Oh, that's right. I haven't told you yet, have I? It's near that tree that's standing all on its own at the edge of the village. There's some old graffiti on the wall nearby. Just look out for that, and you'll find the tree I'm talking about in no time. I wonder what that old man's rhyme was all about. Probably just a load of blather. Come on, Davalos, let's go and have a look at this staircase that Kiefer found. Hidden stairs and angel's tears. Morning comes, and Davalos is awoken by an excitable Maribel. Apparently Kiefer, who's been up for a while already, has discovered a hidden stairway leading underground. Before heading down there, however, our heroes decide that they should probably ask the old man they met earlier if he knows anything. He tells the friends that he thinks the stairs might lead to a hidden room dating from a time when Regenstein was the site of many a raging battle. He also tells the party of how he came to be in possession of the angel's tears and of how they might be used. It seems that sprinkling them from a high place is the best way to make them work. So let's check that hidden stairway that Kiefer found. Here's that graffiti, that self-reminder. Davalos closely examines the area around his feet and discovers a staircase heading underground. Beautiful! You're not turning into one of those statues, are you, Davalos? Stop staring into space and do something useful. I thought I just had. Down the stairs. Well, well. It's like some kind of secret base down here. And rather solidly constructed by the looks of it. I suppose it was built to withstand a siege or something. You'd never think there were tunnels like this hidden beneath the village, would you? I wonder where this one comes out. Down a level. Ah, some beds. Another stairway. And another. A bunch of pots. Secret base number 2. Pots. 5 gold. A medicinal herb. Not insanely profitable, but it'll do. And this way we find a ladder. Regenstein stretches out beneath you. If you were to release the angel's tears from up here, they'd probably float down and cover the whole village. Do you want to give it a try? Absolutely. Davalos holds the bottle of angel's tears aloft. Ah, the light is shining. Another staircase. A little boy. Huh? Is it just me, or did a little boy just come running up those stairs? Come on, Davalos, let's go and introduce ourselves. Do you think the angel's tears worked? A boy emerges. Davalos and friends clamber up the big rock at the center of the village and sprinkle the angel's tears onto the statues below. The tears twinkle as they descend upon the village. And the party spot a little boy running out of the hidden room over to the east. Can't just drop down, eh? Then we'll have to do it the long way. I guess these folks are too weathered. How about you, kiddo? Huh? Who are you? My name is Felix, and I am searching for the other people from the village. Have you seen them somewhere, bitte? I'm afraid so. It is all very strange. They were here just a moment ago, preparing for the Regentants. I wonder if perhaps something has happened. Do you know anything of this? I'm afraid so, kiddo. What? Everybody has been turned into stone, and this has all happened many years ago. I am very sorry, but this is not a funny joke at all, mein Herr, and not convincing either. It's no joke, Felix. But it really does feel rather empty, Nine. Well, I suppose I must continue making my search for everyone. You will help me too, yeah? All right, Felix. Felix joins the party. What did this kid say his name was? Felix. Yes, that's right. He's a real cheeky monkey, isn't he? You can tell just by looking at him. Forgive me, mein Herr, but may I ask that we go quickly to search for my friends, bitte? Once they are found, I will answer happily all of your questions. It looks like this boy is the only one the angel's tears brought back to life. I don't know whether to be happy for him or just sad. Where has everybody gone, bitte? Poor little kid, there's nothing we can do to bring back his friends. Come on, Davalos, let's take him around the village. He deserves to know the truth. We can't exactly take little Felix with us on our adventures, but we can't leave him here on his own either. Maybe we should ask that old man to look after him. Good idea, Maribel. Back after 50 years. The little boy's name is Felix. He's the same boy who appeared in the visions the party saw when they examined the stone statues. Felix says he can't believe that 50 years have passed since the rain fell and turned everyone in Regenstein to stone. He asks Davalos and company to take him around the village so he can see for himself. But let's check down here first. Secret base nummer 1. And we find a yellow fragment. Lovely. So, a yellow fragment. Yellow fragment 4. So, let's go talk to Klemens. Hey there, Klemens. You have used the angel's tears just now, yeah? Ah, I would recognize that aroma anywhere. But it is not the fragrance only that I notice. The entire village has become a little bit brighter also, Odor. Unless my eyes have at last begun to become kaput. Who is this man, bitte? Who is your little friend? Nein, it cannot be. Is it truly? Yes, it is. Nein, I was not asking a question. It is beyond a doubt. This voice, this face, I know this boy. You are the son of Ralph, ja? Your name is... Ja, Felix. Ah, this is correct. Ah, so, but where have you been all this time? I was underground, in my secret base. Underground, you say? Yeah, but of course. This is why you are not weathered by the elements. Wunderbar. My traveling friends, this is a miracle. It is proof that our village is not dead, that it is still alive and kicking. And all is thanks to you. Though I told you to leave this god-forsaken place, you did not. You persisted, and used the tears, and now we are forsaken no more. Danke, meine Freunde. Danke from the bottom of my heart. Surely, this is the happiest day of my life. We must make a little party to celebrate, ja? You have breathed new life into Regenstein after all. The light of hope returns to the old man's eyes at last. But when he realizes that the people of the village really won't be coming back, Felix isn't quite so happy. Eventually, the old man wins him round and promises to look after him from now on. And after a little hesitation, Felix finally accepts. Everyone heads to bed, exhausted after the day's excitement. And then morning comes. I am unable to know how to thank you for all you have done. We owe you everything. You have even inspired Felix and myself to go on a little journey of our own, you know. We have decided that we must spread the word of the grey rain which afflicted our home. If we are able to save just one life by doing so, I feel my own existence will not have been wasted. But do not think that this means we are giving up on the people of Regenstein. 999. As we make our travels around the world, we will continue to search for the method to bring the people of our beloved hometown back to themselves. Though we are far away, the spirit of the village shall live on. And as long as young Felix and I survive, then so too shall Regenstein. See you later, guys. I must say, I'm glad Felix didn't end up coming with us. Children do get grating after a while. You would know. The spirit of a village isn't in the place, it's in the people, eh? I couldn't agree more. You're already leaving. I wish that I could come with you, mein Herr. But my new friend would surely become lonely without me. Also, I too wish to find a method to restore the Regensteiners to life. Perhaps you will miss my adorable smile, but I am hoping that you can understand. Do not think badly of me, bitte. Auf Wiedersehen. Farewell. Once again, my traveling friends, I must say danke. We owe everything to you. You have even inspired Felix and I to make a little journey just like yourselves. And with that, it's time to leave Regenstein. A grey rain. The party take Felix to see the old man they'd spoken to before, and his face lights up at the sight of the youngster. He asks Felix where he has been all this time, and the little boy explains that he was hidden away in his secret underground base. As a result, he was not exposed to the elements and did not suffer in the same way as the other statues. The old man is delighted to learn that Regenstein has not been completely drained of life. And Felix begins to make his peace with what has happened to everyone he used to know. The following morning, the old man announces that he and Felix are going on a journey. They intend to travel the world and warn people of the peril of the grey rain so that they can save as many lives as possible. And with that, it's time to return to the present. Well, we've done all we can for that village. There's no point trying to save the unsavable. Looks like we've finally met our match, an island that we can't save. Still, I think we put that old-timer's mind at ease, a little. I suppose that'll have to do. Now then, back to the future. Sorry, King Fuchsia. And we're back in the assembly room. Hello, little fella. So we just got Yellow Fragment 4. Might as well slot it in. It's not this one. It's this one, which already has a piece. Bottom center. Thank you. So that's Yellow Fragment 4. From the top secret hideaway in Regenstein. Now then, pal. Any guidance? Hoo-hoo! Another new island. This one's off to the south, apparently. Well, what are you waiting for? See you later. I wonder where we'll end up next. Well, we'll find out. So let's rest at home in Pilchard Bay. And the new island, it is directly to the south. So we'll rest up here, and then set out to investigate. Which we'll do next time. This is Heyrot Linnea. I'd like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.